Hey y'all, how's it going? And welcome to a very special Movie Monday. And this Movie Monday is very special because we are going to be watching one of our Halloweek reads, and we are starting off with Carrie. Now, if you haven't checked out my book review for Carrie yet, I would suggest that you give that a watch. I know it's long, but it'll give you good context of what my opinion is of Carrie right now, because it's not great. I decided to stick with the 2013 version of Carrie. One, because Chloe Grace Moretz, I mean, come on. She's iconic. I love her. She's spectacular. Also, didn't know that Ansel what's-his-name is in this. That's crazy. Also, I'm forgetting her name, but the gal who plays Evan Hansen's mom in the Dear Evan Hansen movie is also in this movie, which is very interesting. Not at all like Stephen King described, which honestly, probably a good thing. I'm gonna level with you guys here. I am really nervous to record this because the last time that I did this, I realized that I did a lot of things wrong. Not to the detriment of not being able to film the Movie Monday video, but enough where it literally took me 2 months to edit. And so I don't want that to happen again, especially since this video needs to come out in a week. This is also the first time that I am testing things out with OBS, so I'm really scared. I'm scared I'm gonna record it and then it's not gonna work, and then I'm gonna have to go back and re-record it just like I did for the last video, and I don't want that to happen. But without further ado, let's get started. I don't know if you noticed, but I am wearing red, and I got the red blanket specifically for the video. I know you can't see it because I need support. This chair, as comfy as it looks, is not very comfortable. I actually am quite excited to watch this movie because I think that this is going to be much better than the book because it's not going to have Stephen King's writing. I also think that it would have been a better screenplay anyway. So I actually have higher hopes for this movie than I do for what I know about the book. Oh my gosh! That was so scary. Oh, is she having her baby? Oh my gosh! What? This is so good. She's doing so good.
Guide me in my hour of death.
She's so dramatic. Also, can I just say, every single time they have a newborn baby in a movie, it's most definitely not a newborn baby for obvious reasons. But it's so funny to me. I'm like, yeah, that baby's 5 months old. They're making it dramatic, like she's gonna kill the baby. Just cut the umbilical cord. Oh, just a baby with a psychotic mother. We love that. I really loved that opening scene though. Carrie! Ooh, and the blood looks so good. Shower rooms are insane to me. Why did we ever think that this was a good idea? Can you imagine the germs? Oh, and you know that water's cold. It's interesting because they described her as being very plain looking, but then when she goes through like her transformation with the dress, she actually is very pretty, which I thought was interesting because I think they're displaying that pretty well here. That's a reasonable amount.
God, it's period blood.
I think I'm done.
It's just 2 periods.
Look it up.
Once again, I will make this comment, and I understand that I already made this comment when I was reading the book. Stephen King obviously doesn't know how like women work in that regard, and I don't think that he displayed that scene very well. But I think that in this scene, it is kind of doing a little bit of a combo of what I feel like would have been more accurate versus what wasn't accurate. I think the fact that she like grabbed at, I'm forgetting her name. It'll come up later. The gal in the white shirt. Since she grabbed at her and kind of made like a big scene. And they also mentioned the words, it's just your period, just plug it up, it's fine. Like, so they did make this scene a little bit more realistic than I think Stephen King did. And who knows, maybe I just didn't read that part right. I don't think that I misunderstood it though. So I do like the representation that they did in this a little bit better, and I think that they did some good character development from the get-go, just from like the slight facial expressions in the beginning. Once again, I feel like this book was meant to be a screenplay. It was not meant to be a book. Maybe we should have told Stephen King that like way in the 70s.
Something's alright. Something's alright.
I understand that they have very little time to actually do this representation, but I also think that this is something Stephen King also got wrong about period pains, is that when you bleed, that's not when you have pain.
Generally, the pain comes previously to actually getting the blood flow. Because once again, like, think about what a period is, right? You are shedding your uterine lining, and by the time that the blood is expelled from you, it is far past the uterine wall. It has now traveled down the vaginal canal. Unless, like, it's happening simultaneously, which can happen. Generally, you're going to feel really bad cramps, and then later on in the day, you're going to get a flow of blood out of your body.
But I understand that it's just a movie. We gotta figure out how to, like, make that a representation. See, there are things that, like, I can say about movies where I'm like, I don't like the way they did that because it's not realistic, but I understand why they needed to because of time restraints. With a book, you don't have time restraints. You could just write it. So Stephen King is still not off the hook for that. Do some bloody research. And yes, I use the word bloody very intentionally. I also think that the teacher, way younger than what I imagined her. I literally imagined her as like a 50-year-old. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. I don't think that happened at all in the book. So that's interesting that they threw that in because she does that to another kid, but not to Carrie. Did I miss that part too? I feel like a lot of times I have a really hard time picking up details sometimes from books. And so now I'm like questioning myself. Did that actually happen? I don't think it did.
You feeling better? Can I get you some aspirin, juice or something?
Juice? Really, Henry?
Talk to a counselor about that or a nurse.
Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
We're gonna have to call your mother, Carrie. Well, I know she's had.
No. Sweetie, we have no choice. We have to tell your mom now. No!
I love all of the subtle details. That also did not happen in the book. Wow, there's so many differences already. Oh my gosh. So instead of Carrie being picked up by her mom, she actually just walked home by herself. And that's actually a point where you get to see a little bit of Carrie's character a little bit more. And honestly, just like kind of the darker side of her character, because she had gone through a very traumatic event. That was kind of the only thing that was going on in her mind. Oh, that is so interesting. The Jesus fish! Hell yeah.
Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie! Crazy Carrie!
Interesting. So that's how they wrapped that part into it too. Because originally when she was walking home, she knocked him off of his bike because he was calling her Crazy Carrie. How interesting.
So you're a woman now.
Timmy,
And the
please, I
first
just
sin
want you to talk
was
to
a
me.
sin of intercourse.
And the first sin was the sin of intercourse. Mama,
Say it.
I don't think that's true. That actually also bothered me in the book so much. The only reason why I held back from mentioning it is because I understand that my Christian upbringing was a lot different than a lot of other people's Christian upbringings, and I just don't know enough about all of the different types of Christian sects where they might believe that that is true. But I am pretty certain that it is universal that the first sin of man was just Eve taking a bite of the apple because of disobedience, and like similarly to Adam later. I thought that that was pretty universal because I was pretty confident that they didn't have intercourse in the Garden of Eden. At the very least, Genesis does not claim that they do.
that's not even in the Bible. It doesn't say that anywhere.
Thank you, Carrie. Carrie knows her Bible.
You showered with those other girls. You had lust-filled thoughts.
Everyone has to shower, Mama. Everyone.
That wasn't in the book either, but it's so funny.
Be like them. I want to be just like them.
You will punish.
Oh! What does she hate you
It's
with?
good. His unfailing love endures forever, and his faithfulness continues
Hell
through
yeah.
all generations.
Hell yeah. Hell.
I didn't sin. You sinned.
I did not sin.
I mean, technically, you've sinned in several ways, just within the first several minutes of this.
No! 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 Get off me!
Ooh, this is a good scene.
God, you suck!
Oh, that also wasn't in the book, but I like it. I like it. Oh my gosh, this is already so much better than the book. I think that a note that I will put in here, as well as I think a reason why Carrie is becoming more likable, is because she is a little bit more hard-headed with her mom. Carrie in the book is a lot more submissive, and understandably so. This is not me saying that as someone who has endured that amount of religious and psychological abuse would be able to be, you know, within a good headspace to challenge their abusive parent. However, for the sake of storytelling, period, it makes it a lot more likable. It was also very interesting that Carrie actually fought back using theology, because in the book it kind of seems like whatever Mama says, that's how the church is, that's how theology is. But here she actually is pretty learned in scripture, which I feel like would make a lot of sense, because everybody interprets spiritual text in such a unique and different way. I feel like Carrie would also have that similar experience unless her mama didn't let her study on her own.
Listen, you're not responsible for what Chris does.
But it was me too.
You threw tampons at Carrie White?
I just love the way you said it.
You apologized to Carrie?
Did you apologize to Danny Patrick?
What? No, but we're not in 6th grade anymore. He was a dick to me. What did Carrie White ever do to you?
No, I'm in it.
This is so interesting. Actually, it takes place during the class of 1969, I believe, because they're all seniors and they're going to be graduating in 69. So it is currently 1969, but they just pulled out a laptop. I mean, I shouldn't be like terribly surprised, but I couldn't quite tell based on Carrie's clothes. I couldn't tell if that was actually clothes that she would be wearing in the late 60s, early 70s, or if that was just a very strict religious outfit that she wore. It's really going to like change up quite a few different things.
Carrie White. Favorite drink? Bloody Mary.
Okay, that joke's a little funny. It's horrible and it's mean, but it's a little funny. That was a good shot. Oh, her feet are so gross. I didn't like that. Oh, I don't like the way she's grabbing her.
Your prayers, little girl.
Ugh.
I love you too.
Oh. Wow, I'm so glad that you're making it up to me by braiding my hair.
What about you, Chris? Who's the lucky guy? Billy Nolan?
She's intense! I'm kind of here for it, though.
Or are you just gonna pin a bloody tampon to his lapel?
Woohoo!
Anyone who stops running is suspended. And if you're suspended, you're not going to prom.
That scene also played out a lot differently than it did in the book because it happened in the locker rooms and not in the field. And the teacher ended up slapping Chris in the face, which I kind of wish still happened.
What did you say to me? I'm not gonna run another goddamn inch because
Slap her,
White
slap her,
Barbarian
slap her,
was
slap her,
just
slap her.
You're out of prom and you're out of my class now. They're not gonna keep us all from prom.
Yeah, they are.
We didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, you did.
You're with me on this, right? Come on.
That's another scene that's totally different. I like how they're tying in basically all of the main principles and points, but they're doing it in like such a better way. It's so nice. Oh, that's where that came from too, because that was referenced in the book as well. Also, what's so funny to me is like all of these people laughing at her down the hall, and my husband and I have actually had conversations about this. Do you know how like unlikely it is that that would actually happen? It's like they're trying to make our anxiety nightmares come true when they show us movie scenes like this of like, everyone will laugh at me, and they're right. Literally nobody cares about other people other than themselves. Ooh, are you gonna make the mirror break? You're making so many things break. Ah, yeah, take it out. Ha-ha! It's been so interesting to see how many things she has moved and how many things that she breaks, because in the book, it's not half as much. Ooh. Aw, she's having a little bit of fun. Making the pieces move. Who's this girl? This random girl's like, girl, what'd you do? Did you headbutt the mirror?
You know, sorry, I was just gonna say you can make it full screen. Watch.
Aw. He's so nice. Who is this kid?
Is there anything else you'd like to share, or are you done scaring us for the day?
Asshole.
Excuse me, Mr. Ross. Did you say something?
I said awesome.
Aw, come on.
I just thought what Carrie read was awesome. Didn't you, Mr. Ullman?
Thank you. Girl, you're getting your fingers pretty close to that needle. Woo! Ooh, that made me nervous.
What happened at the school? There's no excuse for what Sue did, but...
Oh, it's Sue's mom.
I love what you've done with the neckline and the stitches. You can barely see them.
Oh.
People can sew like this.
No.
I could
No.
never do anything like this myself. Sue's going to look beautiful. I am so excited. I remember Prom. These are godless times, Mrs.
Snell.
You can't prove she did anything, can you?
Well, I believe that there is a video of the incident.
Love it.
I think a video like that would probably be pretty damning to anyone in it and to the person who made it. Don't you, Mr. Hargensen?
Yeah, you stupid girl.
Daddy, I'm not gonna give them my phone. I have personal things on here.
Daddy.
You've been dreaming about senior year and the perfect boyfriend and the perfect prom your whole goddamn life.
You know who this girl reminds me of? The Chris character. I know that it's not her, but Haley Dunphy, the actress for Haley Dunphy on Modern Family. They just have very similar sounding voices. Maybe it's just because they're acting a little bratty. I'm not exactly sure. But I, at first, was convinced that it was her, but then it wasn't.
Around, Sue.
Oh, that was a good segue. Oh, I love that transition. Oh, yeah. She's doing a lot all at once. I feel like it should have been a little bit more gradual. Oh, God. I wonder how it was filming this. It couldn't have been easy. Like, she had to pretend she had this cosmic power. Oh, damn, she's fast.
You're safe here with me.
Oh, I remember when that outfit would have been so freaking in. It was 2013, so it's fitting. Oh, those white pants.
I want you to take Carrie White to prom.
We've barely even spoken.
Saw how she looked at you in class when you rescued her.
Okay, something else that I feel like I never quite understood, not only about just like the movie, but also the book in general. It was a really, really great and interesting plot point, and that's actually how I got interested in reading more of Carrie rather than just DNFing it. But also my logical brain is like, wait a minute, if I was Tom, I'd be like, I didn't throw tampons at Carrie, why you roping me into this? But he's a nice boyfriend, and so he's a nicer person than I am. He always played the hot shot in all of these movies too. It's so funny.
Telekinesis unlocking the mind. No. Is that like about hypnosis? Because me and my friends, we hypnotized my boy's dog.
He's trying to be so nice.
Anyway, how you doing?
How you doing?
So you know how prom is next week? You don't have a date already, maybe you want to go with me?
Aw, she thinks it's a joke. Go after her, come on.
Aren't you with Sue Snow?
Yeah, I'm with Sue Snow, but she doesn't want to go.
Okay, that's super interesting because beforehand, Tommy didn't mention a single thing about Susie Snow. So the relationship between Susie and between Tommy was about to become girlfriend and boyfriend in the book, but really they were just sexually active with each other. So there wasn't this, oh, this is your boyfriend kind of situation. So that was interesting that they added that and they decided to make them a little bit more of an item rather than just sexual partners. Because in the book, Carrie also says to Tommy, I don't like being tricked, don't trick me. And he said, no, I promise it's not a trick. And she thinks he's serious. So then she says yes pretty easy to him after that. So I'm curious of what plot point they're going to make with this.
I got invited to prom. That's great news. With who? It's Tommy Ross.
She's like, oh.
They're just gonna trick me again. Maybe he really meant it.
This teacher is much sweeter than the teacher is in the book. She's very sweet.
Do you know what I see?
I see a beautiful young lady. Oh, look, you're here too.
We're best friends. If you three are planning on playing a joke on a lonely, defenseless girl.
This has nothing to do with Chris or you, Mr. Jardin.
This is also interesting that she pulls the other kids in, obviously because Carrie said yes, there really wasn't a reason to talk to the teacher. They are definitely making the teacher a much bigger part of this plot than they did in the book, and I am not hating it. Oh, there he is again.
I was hoping that you'd change your mind. Girls change their mind all the time.
Gross.
I'm not leaving until you say yes.
Is it a little pushy? Yes. That's all I'll say about that.
Yes, okay. I gotta be back by 10:30.
They always have the wind blowing in her hair and her face whenever she has a moody moment. So funny. She's getting some fabric. She's getting some fabric. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, I love that shot. Oh, freaking Chris, get out of here with your red leggings. Oh, I'm so glad they still had her make it.
I've been asked to prom.
Oh, you can see her becoming so much more confident.
I already accepted. I know this scares you. It scares me too.
She is way too nice to her mom. She's gonna try and wring your neck. Back up, back up, back up.
Comes boys sniffing, slobbering like dogs.
Stop it, Mama.
She's even like, girl, you're tripping.
You're gonna go to your closet and you're gonna pray. You're gonna get in there, you're gonna pray for forgiveness.
No, never again, Mama!
Yeah, I'll be honest. That freaked me out too. She is in the power dynamic now.
Mama, it's inherited. It was passed down from Grandma and it skipped you. You know that.
They're doing a good job of giving good insight of the little bits and pieces of like the scientific reasons of why telekinesis is a thing. But oh, it's so god awful boring in the book. Oh, maybe that's why I just like the movie better, because it's all in Carrie's perspective. It's all in Carrie's timeline. And it's not like these weird side characters that get the point of view. It's not the weird guy that does the whole study. And then ultimately it was like, we'll never know what happened with Carrie. The more I watch this movie, the more I could see how much better Stephen King could have made it. And he decided not to. Because, you know, he just does what he wants. And it sucks. Oh, no, not the scene. No.
That one.
Oh, she's sick.
I can't.
God, you guys are such goddamn pussies.
Shut up!
No, he's not. He just cares about the animals, and he's not a murderer. But our crazy boyfriend is. No, 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 no.
Come on, you got this.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay, that actually is a big difference from the movie and the book. Technically, Chris was never there to actually collect the pig's blood. So Chris actually sent the boys to figure out some sort of like big elaborate prank that they could do on Carrie during prom night. And the boyfriend decided to steal one of the pigs, kill one of the pigs, obviously take all the pig's blood from it and dump it on Carrie. And then he basically like told her the plan. But she was like, hey, we're gonna do something big with Carrie. You guys are gonna orchestrate it.
It's just one quick.
I didn't look at it. I didn't look. Okay, now that looks like cornstarch. Ew. Okay, she's in a movie that is literally my least favorite movie of all time. My least favorite romance movie of all time. Has nothing to do with her. Everything to do with the writers.
Sue. Hey, are you okay?
Do they actually make her pregnant? I wonder if they did or not. That was a good shot. I'm so glad that they still had her make her dress. Yeah, she ain't doing nothing now. Ha! Power dynamics have been switched. Aw, and you're gonna miss it, so sad. I love that! Pink? I think it's pink. That is such a cute dress. Oh, yep, there she is.
I might have known it would be red.
It's pink.
It's pink. Oh, she gave her a chance.
Your dirty pillows.
Damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! I thought I could get through this whole show without the mention of dirty pillows. I'm so upset. I'm so angry. I'm so mad. I'm livid. I am livid. Oh! I am so angry. You had one job, screenwriters. You had one job. And your one job was to make sure the words dirty pillows did not make it into the final cut. Did Stephen King, like, pay them a buttload of money to keep that god-awful line? The fury. Oh, I'm so mad. I need to go punch something. Oh my gosh.
Take off that dress, Carrie.
Why? And see me naked? Because then I'll be naked.
Mama, it's modest.
It is. It's over her legs.
Mama, stop hurting herself.
Ooh.
You know it's not gonna make me stay.
Yes. Oh. She's gonna lock her in the closet. Lock her in the closet. Put her in the closet. Put her in the closet. Put her in the. Oh. Hell yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I love you.
This is why I always say that kids owe nothing to their parents and their parents owe everything to their kids, because kids will love you regardless of how psychotic you are. Wait a minute! Since when does she have elemental powers? Since when? Since when could she heat things up? Since when? He's like, who are you? She's so cute though.
You look beautiful.
That is one line I actually really loved from Stephen King, is when Tommy said that Carrie was beautiful, and then the next line was, and she was.
Let me fix this.
He's so nice to her. I'm gonna be so sad when everything goes wrong. Because they made Tommy way too nice. I mean, Tommy was nice, but not this nice. Oh, prom night. And then everyone dies.
Don't worry, if they kill each other, I'll dance with you.
Oh, she's so nice. I love the teacher. How fun would it be to be a teacher and put on a more chill prom dress, but still go to prom? That sounds so fun.
Ladies, I heard Greg and Harry spiked it.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
It's okay.
No, I can't do it.
You can't go to prom and not have at least one dance.
He has a point.
Will you have this dance with me?
Will you dance with me? You can't say no to that. Come on. I mean, you can say no. You can always say no, but he's being very, very kind about it.
Let me sway. See, it's easy. And then, if you want to get fancy,
He's way too nice. It's sweet because you could tell that he's not falling in love with Carrie or anything like that, but he's like taking care of her.
And I'll have you home by 10:30.
Maybe 11.
What a rebel. Aw, no. Does she not have feeling in her body? Oh, good thing she melded it together, I guess.
Who would we vote for?
Well, I think we vote for ourselves, right?
No, don't vote for us.
To the devil with false modesty.
You've charmed me.
How weird would it be if you won prom king, but then your date didn't win prom queen? Oh, this is also definitely not in the book because they did not have cell phones. Oh, interesting. Why didn't she just text him? Like, oh, Chris is planning something very sinister. Y'all better get out of there and just go to the Cavalier. But then that would ruin the plot. Chris just can't keep her freaking mouth shut. It's wild. She's so stupid. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen.
Our winners are Tommy Roth and Carrie White.
Oh, and this is when everything goes wrong. Wow, they really made a spectacle of this whole thing. This is shot so well.
Chris, Sue?
No! Sue is trying to hold me! No! She kicked her out! No! Oh, wow. That must have been so much fun to film.
What the hell?
Interesting. I feel like every time there's a difference between the movie and the book, I say interesting. Sorry. I am curious to see what happens to Tommy, because something was supposed to happen to Tommy in that moment, and it didn't. Oh!
Carrie, come on.
Oh, it did happen. It just happened later.
I know.
Oh, they made it different. You know what? I like this better. I like this better, and I'll tell you why. So, when Tommy gets hit in the head with that giant pail and like immediately dies, Carrie doesn't know he dies in the book because she ran out. She's done. She's like, she ran out the door. She got tricked. She's done. So she thinks this whole entire time Tommy was in on it. But this time they killed Tommy. She really liked Tommy. Oh, that's so much better. Do you understand? Like, do you understand how much better that is? A million times better than what Stephen King could have ever thought of in his life. That shout out to the screenwriters for this, for just like undoing all of Stephen King's shit. Except for the Dirty Pillows. I will not forgive them for that. I will never forgive them for that. Oh, you made her mad now. Ooh, her pupils. Don't panic! No, not the kid! He was nice to you! What are you doing? Oh, they're getting trampled! How did she not get electrocuted, though? Oh, she is getting bitch slapped! Stop, drop, and roll! What? Oh, she saved her! No. She saved her! Oh my gosh! She saved her! That was also much different in the book versus the movie. I'm sorry. This is the whole point of the series, okay? Okay, so in the book, the teacher actually laughs at Carrie. But then she's like, oh, wait, I'm a teacher. But in this, she's like, no, I'm coming for you, homegirl. I'm not gonna let you down. She could have not picked her up by the neck. That could have been nice. She saved her. I'm kind of happy about that. Wait, she can fly? That was not in the book. I mean, I guess she could lift herself. Oh, girl is on a rampage. They ruined her beautiful dress. Get him. Oh, get him, girl. You go. Ha, she's coming for you. You're not getting out of town with her around. Uh-oh. She's seriously gonna try and run her over?
Run her down. Kill her. Kill her, Billy.
Oh, he did. Okay, that was something else that was a little different. So I feel like they truly tried to villainize Chris in this movie, which is really interesting because in the book, even though she is obviously the antagonist, she's obviously the one that is causing Carrie all of her pain and struggles, she also has somewhat of a conscience, not as much of a conscience as Sue. Chris actually does feel guilty to some degree. Not for what she did to Carrie, but for things that she does in the future. So when Billy was going to run her over, Chris was actually screaming at him to stop because they literally already killed Tommy. Like, they knew that they already accidentally killed Tommy. They ran for it. And she's like, I don't want to kill another person. Are you kidding me? So it's interesting that they have villainized Chris just to try and make it easier for the people to be on Carrie's side. I actually don't know how much I like that either. So far, there are only 2 points in the movie that I didn't like, which is going pretty strong since Stephen King's Carrie, the book, got a 2 out of 10 in my ratings for Goodreads.
Billy?
Oh yeah, he dead.
Oh no.
He's very dead. What, you were about to kill her? You can't act surprised. Oh, what is she gonna do? Because technically, in this portion, Chris gets thrown out the windshield and dies, but that didn't happen this time. Really? You're gonna try it again? How stupid are you? You're dealing with someone who has telekinetic power. I don't feel bad for her. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Kill her for all I care. Incredible. Are you gonna crush the car? Like a tin can? they do that with special effects? How did they do that? Oh my gosh, this is graphic. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's still alive. No, 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 no. I can't. Okay, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch this scene. I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. Okay, now she's dead, right? I don't wanna see it again. Don't show it. Okay, oh, thank God. Well, now it's on fire. Ooh! How did so many people get out? I remember there were only 9 students, 9 that lived out of the entire class of like 60 students or something like that. There are definitely way more survivors in this one. And of course, like the teacher is also a survivor as well. She definitely didn't make it through. And also Sue didn't show up until a lot later. She did not see Tommy die. She did not even leave the house until she heard like the news and all the sirens saying that there was an explosion at the school. And instantly she like knows like Carrie did something. Don't know what it is, but she did something. I also didn't love that inside of the book actually, where I'm like, how does she just know it's Carrie? Like, you're jumping pretty quick to assumptions here. Ooh, this is a good, whoa. She went back to the house? Oh, she's gonna kill you, Carrie. I am wondering how they are going to continue on with the plot from here, but what I will say is that instead of going home and taking a bath and waiting for her mom to come comfort her, she just rampages the whole town. So I'm curious if she's gonna rampage the whole town. Part of me kind of hopes she does, and then another part of me doesn't want her to. I don't know how to feel about it yet. You definitely feel more bad for Carrie in this moment though, for sure. Oh, I'm so curious of how this ends now because they completely changed the last scene. Oh, she's gonna try and stab her right here. Right here, right? Uh-oh.
Oh, please.
She just got cleaned up. How is she still breathing? How is she still doing this? Use your telekinesis. There you go.
Carrie!
I'm sorry, I'm gonna need to recover. That scene was chilling. That scene was so well done. Oh no, I don't know what, sorry, that was a lot. I shouldn't, why am I laughing about this? This is not funny. Ooh, okay. I don't know which one I like better. Obviously, the book and the movie are very different. Not necessarily in the case of how the mom attacks Carrie, but how Carrie decides to attack the moms. That was also really good. I'm gonna call it a stalemate on that one. Oh, okay, you got stabbed in the shoulder. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. She's not fine. Mom's not fine at all. I swear, if she wakes up, I swear she's still alive. I swear, you're gonna jump. Yep. I called it. Wait, now she's saving her? She's gonna bleed out. With the ruler? With a ruler? I'm sorry, excuse me, Carrie.
I'm gonna hurt you.
You just did. Pretty bad. To be fair, she was trying to kill you too, so you shouldn't feel that bad.
Carrie?
Oh, very interesting. Wow, they really just like took all of the creative liberties that they could with this. So Sue definitely does not go into the house, but what she does do is she tries to like track Carrie down because she feels like she can sense her and hear her in her brain. Once again, another Stephen King thing that he's like, telekinesis and telepathy, same thing. It's not. So I'm glad they didn't do that. But also it's kind of throwing me for a loop because I'm expecting so many different things and it's not happening.
Look what you turned me into. Don't hurt me, Carrie. Why not? I've been hurt my whole life.
Aw, Sue didn't mean it. Interesting. Okay, I can't believe that they still did the falling rocks. Okay, the falling rocks was most definitely not in the last scene. Falling rocks was actually way in the beginning. Basically, what happens is that there is a single instance in Carrie's childhood where she has telekinetic powers shown. She gets in trouble with her mother for talking to the neighbor girl about womanhood and breasts, and she was curious about all of that, but obviously Carrie's mom, not a big fan. So she takes her into the house and like beats her, and then right afterwards there are rocks that rain down on their house, but only their house. So it's interesting that they're pulling it in. I was interested to see how they would incorporate that because I did think that was a pretty cool part.
Come on! It's a girl. What? I don't know. Oh my god. Get out!
So there's some things to unpack there. In the book, Sue is suspicious that she is pregnant because she's just not feeling very good. Obviously getting some bouts of morning sickness. Her period is a little late. But then at the very end when Carrie dies, I don't know how I feel about the ending of how Carrie was treating her mom. It was an interesting way to tie some things into the book and make it a little different. Oh, I'm gonna take these off. Oh my gosh. Oh, my ears. So she suspects that she's pregnant, and then when she has found Carrie, Carrie dies from her wounds that her mom gave her because she literally got stabbed in the back, and then she basically like bled out, and then she gets her period, which once again is described very poorly because it's like, oh, she felt a pang of pain in her stomach and then there was dark red blood dribbling down her leg. Stop, Stephen. We get that you don't understand a damn thing about women. I was a little disappointed that we didn't get to see like a baby later on. Kind of assumed that like, you know, she wouldn't have miscarried, and it's kind of strange because in the book you don't actually know if she's pregnant or just had a late period. The lines are pretty blurry. You don't really know. I kind of like that though. That's a very fun little nugget.
Isn't it possible that what you saw was a natural act?
I know what I saw. Carrie had some sort of power, and you can only push someone so far.
Wow. Okay. Hey! Wait. Wait a minute. That was spectacular timing. I watch Carrie, right? And the next thing that automatically plays is The Chosen. This is the Lord telling me to get some, like, get some spirituality in me. Some legit, actual good spirituality and not messed up spirit. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. That was perfect. That was perfect timing. All right, we watched Carrie. That so much better than the book. I definitely was not ready for the violence. I thought I would be. I wasn't. But overall, I think that this movie gets an 8 out of 10. Like, honestly, it's very well done. I think that the only reason why I am making certain comparisons and kind of wishing that things were a little bit different in the story was because I'm basing them on the book. But if I just watched this movie on its own, I would have thought that Carrie was a great book. Now I gotta see who directed this. Of course, that's why it's better. A woman director. Kimberly Pierce. You're my hero. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was so much fun. I'm so excited to do more movie reviews. Sayonara, you guys, and I will see you next time.